Yo, what up, Street Talks? There, Kim, or The Thought. What is a true friend? So this is just my basic thought. A true friend is somebody who legitimately wants what's best for you, not what's best for them. And I mean, some filters I have is like sometimes you'll know somebody's a real friend if they give you unsolicited help. And I mean, I think it just kind of like, I mean, I kind of don't like to be too suspicious of people or their motives. But the big problem is there's a lot of people in the world that like, I really give people benefit of the doubt. I don't think anyone's really like sinister or anything like that. But the big problem is a lot of people, they're, certainly to be self-interested is good and it's a sign of health. But maybe what we need is friends who have uber abundant energy and who have uber abundant resources, and their notion of a friendship is not based out of need, but it's friendship based out of superabundance. Now, this is kind of interesting because it kind of ties to Nietzsche's notion of, creativity, like creativity as in like creating stuff, right? Is that like, one of his quotes is like, whenever he looks at an artist, whether to see whether they're a romantic artist or not, and he actually uses the word romantic artist disparagingly, is did this artist create this artwork out of need or out of superabundance? The difference is this: if somebody's uber depressed or anxious and creates artwork as a consequence of alleviating that, then the artist is a romantic. However, if the artist is like super abundant with life and uber happy with their life, they create art as a mean of bestowing grace and abundance and gratitude for being alive. Now, once again, I don't mean to disparage anyone, but this is just what I think. And so when it comes to true friends, like, once again, there's nothing wrong with like asking people to help you and taking things from others, but certainly one needs to give too, and there needs to be some sort of like dynamic symmetry between peoples, right? Like, if you're kind of giving them a lot and you're helping them a lot, but they don't give back in return, then perhaps there's a bad asymmetry. And Nietzsche also calls it inter pares, INTERPARES, which means amongst equals. So a true friend, you need to respect them as your equal, not somebody who's like some sort of charity case or even somebody who's above you. And it's tricky because in today's world, it actually is very difficult to meet people who are at your level. And so they even say with marriage and kind of stuff like that, you shouldn't marry above your class or below your class, you should be marrying at your class. So this is also what makes things quite difficult from a marriage perspective. But anyways, so my general gist is this: seek your equals, have a high standard and have a high bar. And once again, if you think about people who are equals, it doesn't necessarily need to be a class thing either. Is it like, it doesn't matter if someone's richer or poorer than you, as long as you respect them as a human being in terms of their morals, ethics, and virtues, and whether you could kind of see them eye to eye. And so I really think that class and money has nothing to do with it. It's much more about an individual's virtue, sense of courageousness, audacity, open-mindedness. What I do value in my friends is people who want what's best for me, and even when it comes to judging, they'll speak their mind, but not out of malice and spite, but actually out of love and goodwill.